Hey guys, it's XlamoorX here, aka Oscar, and I'm going to be breaking down the song Say It. I think you guys are going to dig it. We're going to get into the creative process, the arrangement, how it all came together, and let's go. Without further ado, come on. So, first you got to have a little bit of wine. Wine helps in the creative process. I'm 100% sure this started with this big techno kick drum. It just reminds me of being at like some of the Desert Heart parties, just big techno warehouse type stuff. And, it's just so fat. I've got so much cool stuff on it too. I had to use the Blackbox HGX on the kick. It just gives it some saturation. The song doesn't start with it, but I'm sure when I was making it, I just kind of like felt this kick drum. And so, boom, we got some transient shaper, we got some air EQ, some gain station, and was just lucky enough to have Luca Pretolesi master the song, which is amazing. Him and Mike Dean collaborated for this plugin, this gain station. Sounds awesome. The top A, EQ. This reminds me of an old MCI console I used to have. And it's just so cool. I just used all sorts of sections of this just because it reminds me of that MCI console I had in Chicago. We got it for like 6 G's. It got stuck in the stairwell. It was ridiculous. But this thing, the EQ section is almost identical. The 3K is like nearly identical. It's crazy. But that's not 3K, that's 0.35 that I'm cutting there. And I'm adding this in a little bit of 5K. And so that's the kick drum. Love that thing. What do we got for the whole drums? Cool. Awesome. Just awesome stuff. And actually, wow, really cool stuff. Before we get to the other stuff, I want to bring up the vocals. So the vocal is me singing this hook. Well, won't you say it to me, lover? Say it to me, lover. So this song, so cool. This was originally written by me and Madison Malone, and Madison was singing it. And I had it on a song for Oscar de l'Amour, and it just didn't quite make the album, didn't finish it. It was just like one of those tunes that kind of got left behind. I had like 40 tunes or something. And so, when I went to do XlamoorX, I did like 100 demos. And this was one of the tunes that I loved the vocal that I never did anything with for the Oscar de l'Amour project. So I just loved that. Say it to me, lover. Say it to me, love. It was like in a different key originally. Madison was singing it in a different key, and then it just I was like, can we make it a really cool house tune? And then sure enough, I think messed around maybe with this bass line or something. Maybe I had the you kind of get the drums right away, right? And I was really, really into the 808s. Even though we already have this like almost 808 type kick drum, it's just going in. Love it. And then have these bass stuff. Just really, I think I said this for the last song. It's like makes the song. It's the bass. It's kind of very trebly. It was kind of going for like this cascade kind of, I don't know, just fat, like sawy 808 thing. I guess it's not really much of an 808, even though it's called 808. And it's actually made up of a bunch of things. So it's this deep one. And then this one's kind of giving it more of that. Dum, dum. Got my wine. So that's kind of cool. And then I got this noise thing. It's more from like a software synth. I think all these were software synths from like, we got Anna, we got Tyrell, we got, or Trial. We got this one, Back to Basics. It's probably a Serum Patch. This fuzz is from Anna. And then we have the 808. Deep Feelings. Who knows where that name came from? Probably a preset or something I messed with. Don't be ashamed to use presets, but always mess with them and turn them into something cool. I mean, that's the job. You can't just do a preset out the box. I mean, unless you can. If it sounds good, go with it. Air EQ, top EQ. I was just really feeling this top EQ for this song. I don't know why, but I just love this thing. I can't talk about how close it is to the actual MCI boards. I think that's what it emulates. I don't know. It looks like it, sounds like it. So I hope that's kind of what it does. Yeah, so it's slamming there. And then we have the vocals in there too. To me lovers. So I had that kind of right away. And then, did like this intro thing. And the verses, the vocal verses, it's kind of ridiculous. It's like, it's this vocal chop, and was trying, because the chorus is like, say it to me, lover. So it's kind of a play off the verse Madison and I had originally, like, but we like never finished the verses, and like, when I started singing it, it was like, it kind of felt cool, just like really distorting it and chopping it and flipping it. It was like 1 second, it just like, and it doesn't quite get the words out. So that was kind of like the thing too. It was like, I don't know. I thought it was a cool thing that like the chorus is like, won't you say it to me, lover? And then the verse is, it's this like vocal chop thing. So, I don't know. Just kind of went with it. And then the second verse is like, you hear it a little more, that melody, but you still, we're not happy tonight. It's just kind of, it's a breakup tune, but it's super, it's vibing. Definitely kind of inspired by Zoo at the same time. I was writing it. I'm writing the beat, this version of the song. I think the original tune, the original demo was more like future bass or something like that. And then we have this. Just kind of more vocal chops. Some effects, big effects come in the chorus. This one's very minimal. Because that bass just takes up so much space. Maybe I should have taken less space. Because like that and the drums is basically most of the song. It's just a huge vibe. And so this loop, that was part of the original beat of the future bass beat. Something that I got like off Splice. And then when it was like 150, and then I changed it to like 125 or whatever this is at. Where's the transport? Okay, 125.8. That was just so dumb. I should have been 125 or 126, but I probably was like one day like, 125 feels too slow and 126 just feels too fast, so I'm going to do 125.8. It's just a ridiculous tempo. But there it is. So we got this percussion stuff. And then we have this one. I mean, this hat. I mean, this little thing is just so vibey. So vibey. It's vibey. Couple really cool percussion pieces. That sounds like something that was like real. You know, something I actually like used a mic with. That's what I'll do a lot of times. Like combine some loop percussion or sampled percussion and just mix it in with some real percussion. Do that a lot. I used to do that with rock drums too. You know, like something from a sample pack or a library, and then combine that with, you know, some percussion I find, or some percussion I record. Like I have like a box of percussion over there I record it with. I was trying to make everything kind of minimal on this project, but this one takes the cake, I think. It's just it feels so full with that techno kick drum, and I think that's the main reason why I didn't put like a ton of stuff there. I mean, you know, because it opens up with the beat, and for some reason I kept this loop from the original future bass beat in the whole song. Never once thought, hey, should I mute it? Kind of sounds good muted, but no, it just sounds better with the percussion in. So it's in there the whole time. That comes in with the muffled, with the weird vocal. Got this analog channel. Forgot to talk about the analog channel. That thing is sick. McDSP. Really cool stuff. And then, you know, I think the go-to verb is the Valhalla. Vintage verb. I love the Valhalla on vocals. It just sounds really good. Some decay. A 3.1. I got the Arouser plugin on the bass. That thing is super cool. It's like a distressor, but the plugin version of the distressor. So, boom, you got... It's not even doing much. It's crazy. There it is. Like 1 dB of compression. So ridiculous. Probably just did it for the texture and a little saturation knob. That thing is so nice. It just adds a little bit of saturation. It reminds me of if you ever use a hardware distressor, you click on distortion 2. It's more of distortion 2 than the 3, because then some of the distressors, you got the 3 or all of them. I don't know. There's a lot of distressors. Got the SSL comp, old school waves version, and the ML4. Jesus, this thing is such a cool thing. I'm using it on the drums in a really cool way. Where I'm kind of expanding the bottom and tops. I'm kind of using it like an OTT. And then the mids, I'm compressing. And the SSL gray, giving it the glue. And that's it, folks. Cheers. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. Like, subscribe. Have a little bit of wine. It's okay. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.